listen, it was boring. I love going outside. Don't tell Austin I told y'all that. Let's get started, y'all. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hey, hi, hello. If you're not new, what's goody, what's poppin'? I'm Ashlynn Racquel to be exact. And we're just gonna jump right into this update, y'all. I tried to film this video before and the audio and the lighting just wasn't giving for a coming back to YouTube debut. So we're gonna do it again. If you read the title of this video, then you already know what this video is about. This is my 1 year Houston update. I'm so excited to give you guys an update on my life, what's been going on, what's been happening. Seen my face before, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below what other videos y'all want to see. I'm in a new location, a happy location, a fun location. I can't wait to dive into this video and give you guys an insight on everything that's been happening. So if you're interested in my 1 year in Houston update, just keep on watching this video. I asked a couple questions on Instagram. First update, I deleted my old Instagram that had about 10,000 followers on it and restarted as an adult. Personally, that's how I felt. And with this update, I decided to get some questions from people that have been following the new page out of curiosity for what you wanted to see in this video. And then I'm gonna kind of hit on some additional things that I feel are smart to answer after a year being here and a year of not being active on YouTube. But when am I ever active on YouTube? That's my problem. So much has happened in this past year and a half that YouTube was not my main focus. But my goal is to get back into it. I have some fun collabs coming up, but I couldn't do a sponsored video without a life update, and I feel like y'all deserve that. My previous video, I gave y'all a little update when I was getting my tape-ins, but I still didn't feel like myself. Y'all know I love getting on camera and putting my makeup on and actually looking like somebody. So that's one update. But we're just gonna dive right into the questions that I got, additional things that have been happening with my life, things that I recommend, things that I don't recommend. And yeah, so let's get into the questions. So the very first question that I got on Instagram was, where am I from? I thought this, I'm texting Austin because he's in the loft space. But the first question I got was, where am I from? I got this question on Instagram and I felt like it would be smart to do a new introduction just in case there are new people about to start following me. So I always say I'm from multiple places, but basically half of my life I was raised in Las Vegas and the other half I was raised in Mississippi. And then I just moved to Houston within the last year with my boyfriend Austin. Y'all know Austin, he's been on my channel. So that is where I'm from. So 50-50. I think I moved to Mississippi when I was like 12. So I spent my childhood years in Vegas, my teenage years in Mississippi, and now my adult life will be in Houston. So that was the first question I got. With that, I always think it's very interesting being from all of those different places because that's basically the South and the West Coast. And I love being kind of diverse. So the next question that I got on Instagram was primarily about my car. So if you've seen my car tour, you already know that I did get my dream car last year, and that was like 2 to 3 months into our move. I got a Tesla Model 3. I upgraded from my Malibu, which I also have a car tour of my Malibu on my channel as well. So I upgraded from that and got my dream car, which is the Tesla Model 3. The question within this question from Instagram was, how has it been having an electric car in a more populated city? So I actually have pros and cons that I talk to Austin about all the time. So if you are familiar with ordering Teslas, or if you've ever been on the site out of curiosity, you know that you basically customize your car to your liking. At the time of me ordering my car, I did not plan on or think about the fact that I was in a populated city, because my assumption was that I would still be a homebody and I wouldn't go out as much. So I actually chose the lowest range for mileage possible, which was a stupid thing on my end, but it's totally fine and it works for me. I just have to charge a little bit more than others, and that's totally cool because I don't go out that much still. But it's also a bummer when you just want to jump in the car and go, like me, when I do impulsive things like wanting to go shop or wanting to hang out with my friend. So I don't really have like a issue with that port, and I feel like getting in the car and being in a more populated area is the smartest thing to do with the car. Back in Mississippi, and me and Austin have also looked at this too, there's not that many chargers in Mississippi, so it wouldn't be ideal to have that car in a smaller town. It would be best in a populated town because there's more chargers and there's more service centers just in case anything were to happen to your vehicle. So I don't really have any true pros and cons of that, but that I love my car. I still love my car. It's my favorite thing. And then if you do own a Tesla, or this is somebody watching that's interested, there is a group on Facebook that I'm a part of called Black Girls with Teslas. I think they also have an Instagram. I absolutely adore that group. They give you so many insightful things about the car. You learn more about it if you are actually interested in buying it, and it's really, really, really beneficial to join that group because you learn so much about the car, whether you're in the process of getting one, waiting on yours to be delivered, or actually already having one. It's like a little community, and I love it. So that's about my car. The next update, we moved into another house. So if you saw my original video from last year around this time, I did a video about us moving to Houston, and that was kind of like another update. I continue to give updates and then I never come back, but this time I'm in love with our new house, so I'm definitely going to be filming more. So the other update is just house changes. We were renting a house previously, and now we're in a new house, and I absolutely love our new house in our new area. I did get permission from my realtor to give her information, and I'm gonna shout my girl out because she did it not once but twice. So our realtor's name is Taylor. Taylor helped us move from Mississippi to Houston, and she also assisted us in the moving process of our current home. Now, I've already warned Taylor, just in case some creepy people try to reach out to her, to not give out where we're actually living, of course, but I know she wouldn't do that anyway. But Taylor is really, really, really the sweetest person ever, and made us moving from Mississippi to Houston so quick and easy, but also moving into our other rental property as easy as well. Taylor found our newer house in less than 48 hours, and our previous house, she was able to find us a house within about a week and a half of Austin being here and being able to go view them. I will have all her information on the screen, and I'll also have it in the description box if you're interested in reaching out to Taylor, whether that be renting, buying, looking to move to Houston, or getting any type of information on that. Don't be blowing her up if you're not serious though, because that's my girl. But I would love to be a recommendation to anybody interested. She did give me the go ahead to give out her social media, so I'll make sure to link that on the screen and also in the description box. She's the sweetest person ever, and she is very informative. She also specializes in making sure millennials and Gen Zs get the home of their dreams. And I love that that's kind of like her niche, is making sure that younger people understand the market and are capable of getting into something. We reached out to Taylor maybe almost a year before we were actually considering moving here. And even then, she was so helpful, and she gave us all the insight we needed about credit score, how much to possibly save, things that we will be looking at, the best locations, and she truly makes the move so much more enjoyable. We got everything done by her just being so sweet and understanding and open and so informative. So definitely check my girl Taylor out, because that's another update. Wanted to hit on it myself. Now, I can't speak too much because I'm not a person that goes out and just makes friends. Y'all know I talked about in my previous video that making friends and me are just not hand in hand. It's just not something I'm good at. However, making friends is not hard, and I did make a solid friend out here during this journey. I think making friends makes living in a big city so much more fun. And the friend that I'm specifically talking about, I met a friend on LinkedIn by networking, and her name is Jasmine. If you've seen my Instagram, I'm always with her. So if you're following me, you're gonna always see her. But making friends is not hard, but I have heard some crazy stories about Houston natives being kind of awkward, or more so the girls being catty. I can't really relate to that, but I did want to hit on it. Like I don't know how they act because I don't go out that much. But I've heard from multiple people that it's kind of hard to make friends out here. But personally, I've seen a bunch of TikTok people that have moved out here, and the comments are always so nice and joyful, and people are interested in connecting and networking. So I say put your foot out there and network. There's so many Black businesses out here. There's so many networking events out here for you to network and grow, and it's so flourishing and it's so fulfilling to be a part of like a Black community and a Black culture. So that's the take on friends. Into the house change and finances, I'm gonna like put this all together basically. So finance wise, ever since that last video that I made last year, I have gotten a new job. Still working remote, which is my favorite thing in the world. I probably will never go back to an office setting. I'm so sorry to tell you that. The remote girlies will always win. But I got a new job. But a question that I got a lot was, how much money did it take for me to move to Houston? So luckily, I have a partner, so I wasn't moving by myself. But realistically, I think for you to be in a comfortable spot where you're not worried or stressed, if you don't have a job offer while you're moving, a good cushion would be 5 to 10,000 saved, whether you're by yourself or with a partner. That is ideal, just in case you can't find a job. The job market is crazy out here, so you can find something really quickly, or it can take you a while. There are a plethora of jobs, but you have to realize there's a lot of competition with applying to that. So that is the sweet spot for me that I think would be ideal for you to save and move. But you can do your own research and figure it out. It really depends on your lifestyle and how you're wanting to live and how you're wanting to operate. That would determine how much you should save, quite frankly. And then recommendations for saving. I'm terrible at saving. Austin saves way more better. Way more better is not a word, but Austin saves way more than I do. He's always been better at it. So I don't have any tips, but if y'all want a video, I might be able to pull him into a YouTube video in the future so that he can give y'all some financial tips, but it ain't gonna come from me, honey. I'm so sorry. I already hit on how we found our houses. And then the next question will be, what locations would I recommend? Houston is huge. There's so many locations. I think the best thing to do would be to at least come out here for a trip and possibly see what locations interest you. Our previous house, now that we've moved, I can say where that one was. We were living in Sugarland previously. I love Sugarland. It was really, really, really nice. Missouri City is also nice. Actually being in Houston, so Midtown and Montrose is also really nice. But I think it just depends on, again, what you're wanting and what you see for yourself and how you want to live. And then shameless plug again, you can even contact Taylor, and Taylor will get you right and tell you what location is best. About my business. So if you don't know, I have my own marketing agency, Ashlynn Racquel Media, where I assist with brand marketing, graphic design, web design, business coaching, the whole nine when it comes to marketing. And the question I got was, how has my business grown? What challenges have I faced? And what has been happening with my business. So my business has been very successful since we moved out here. I'm actually very blessed to say that, because I do know that we're in a small recession. My business has been booming this entire year since I've reopened in February, and I'm so blessed that I have the ability to say that. I think the only challenges I've faced with my business is because I'm not from here, and just because I'm not familiar with a lot of people out here, networking is a little bit more difficult, but it's not the end of the world. You can network at literally any event out here. Even if you're out smoking hookah and drinking, you can network. Yeah, it's that type of time. So putting your face out there is how you'll continue to grow and flourish. I've made a lot of connections out here. And then I've also pitched myself to a lot of businesses just because I feel like you have to put yourself out there to become successful. Another thing within my business is, since we moved out here, I've had 3 different interviews, which I'm, again, very blessed to say. The first interview was with Voyage Houston, and that was when we first moved here, so I was so scared about that. But they actually just reached out and did another round of interviews, and I'm actually very, 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 very excited about that one. So yeah, I'm very excited for it to come out. I'm not sure when, but I'll definitely have it in the description box below when it does go live. And then I did have an amazing call on the daily brief, and I have that linked on my website if you're interested in seeing that one. But I have been blessed with the opportunity to have these amazing interviews. I hope to do more speaking events in the upcoming years because I think that I'm finally getting out of my shell. So yeah, that's that. Additional things that I want to add about moving to Houston is it's been the most fulfilling and rewarding thing ever. I know a lot of people are typically so scared to move, whether that be from any location around the world, not just moving to Houston, but just moving on your own. And the true advice that I can give for that is just be happy and enjoy the ride. Like, it's so fun living on my own, but also just being a part of a new culture and enjoying all of the networking, enjoying all of the fun and creative things that they have out here. There's so many events and there's so many things that you can do every single weekend. Like, you're never bored. And I think that that's something that I really love. I also recommend, if you are in Houston or you're moving to any new place, get on TikTok and look up how to or things to do in whatever city you're moving to, and I promise you're going to find so many things. That's how me and Austin have been finding all these amazing food trucks, all these amazing events to go to. And yeah, I think another update that I love is that we now can literally just go downtown for concerts and we don't have to miss a concert because we ain't got to worry about traveling. That's my favorite thing. I said what I said. And another life update I think that I have been prioritizing is self-care. I think I want to go a little bit deeper in a video in the future about this. Maybe even a little vlog, we'll see. But I want to hit on some self-care things that you can do to feel like yourself again. I think for the longest, being in COVID and then moving drastically changed like my mental, not in a bad way, but just me having to relearn how to love myself and be happy. As you can see, I got my lights, girl. I'm in a new office space. I even tried color on my hair. I didn't film this, but I have another wig that I'm getting installed soon. So let me know if y'all want to see that wig install. Because I've been even trying colored hair. And y'all know, the OGs know, if you scroll down my video, you will see all of the crazy wig reviews I used to do. I'm so excited to get back to myself with filming YouTube. I love it. It's always been a hobby and a passion of mine. Not just monetarily, but just personally. Like, it's truly like my favorite thing to do. So self-care is something I really want to hit on. Let me know if y'all want a video on that. Because I definitely take my maintenance weeks very seriously. Like getting your nails done, going to, you know, get facials, get your waxes, get your toes done, spending time with yourself and finding what you actually love to do. Austin has taught me how to do that too, so kudos to my man. But yeah, so to wrap this video up, because we going on 20 minutes, girl, and it's hot in here because, you know, you can't have no fan on when you're filming because it messed up the audio. The last question I got was, would I change anything? Do I regret anything? And do I miss Mississippi? So, would I change anything? I think the only thing I would change is not having enough money saved up when we moved, because the prices skyrocketed once we got here because of the recession, and I feel like if we had a little bit more cushion, we would have been perfect. But that's the only thing I would change. I don't regret anything. I believe that your path is your path, and the story that you are going through, God is writing. He already knows it. He's just watching you live it. So I would not, I never regret anything in my life, except for the money lost, because I spend money like crazy. But I don't regret anything at all with this move or within my life. I think everything happens for a reason, and it always works out. What you think may be big now is probably the smallest thing in your book for your future, and you shouldn't hone on it if it's not going to make a difference in 5 months to 5 years. And then my last question that I got, of course, was, do I miss Mississippi? I love my city. I love everybody in it, and the culture is crazy down south. But I unfortunately do not miss it. I miss my family. Don't get me wrong, I miss my family. I miss the food because it's something about the dirty South cooking that I can't find in Houston yet. And I miss those things, but I think for me to grow in life, Mississippi was too small for me, and I had to elevate to a different level. And then unfortunately, my teen years weren't the best out there. And I just say that lightly. Like I've talked about it on my channel before. It was literally the reason I started my channel back in the day, was because I was getting bullied in high school and things like that. And this was an advice channel in the beginning. But even after all of that, I still love my city. I still have love for it, and it's always going to be home. But no, I don't miss it. It was boring. I love going outside. Don't tell Austin I told y'all that. That is it for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope y'all enjoyed this update. I hope y'all enjoyed the new setting, because the lighting setup is fire in this hoe. I'm back. I think I got a collab coming up soon, and I can't wait for y'all to see it. And yeah, we're back on YouTube. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Comment down any additional questions you may have, and I have no problem if answering them in the comment section, if they not too personal though. Don't get too comfortable asking personal questions. See y'all in the next video. Bye.